Welcome to Tips for Gamers. Today we're going to show you how to sign quarterbacks in Madden 23 franchise mode, particularly high overall quarterbacks. And we don't ever want you guys to feel stuck in the mud. We don't ever want you guys to feel desperate, feel like you don't know what you're doing. We want you guys to be calculated, smart, strategic, and have precise strategy on what you're going to do moving forward. So hands down, quarterback position is the most important position to get correct. And we want you guys to be comfortable with how to sign contracts, not scared. Okay, we don't ever want you guys to be scared as our followers, as our viewers, of how to operate Madden 23, or any Madden for that matter. So you have to think about development. Okay, the higher the overall the player, the better the development you want. Okay, and you should accept nothing less. If I'm going to spend Bentley money, I expect a Bentley, not a Honda. So if his development's a superstar or a star, he's going to regress quicker than if he is a X factor. Okay, so you want to protect yourself because they're going to ask for a 7-year deal at 27 years old if they're really good. And they're going to ask for $341 million, right around there, with about $200 million in signing bonus. You're talking almost $500 million right here. And when they're around a 90 overall, it's anywhere from $200 to $250 million with $80+ million signing bonus, which is guaranteed money. So take all these things into consideration. The age of the quarterback is not as prevalent as it used to be. It used to be like, if I were to see this last year, I probably wouldn't sign this because 7 years from 27 years old, this guy's probably going to be just not good, especially if his development isn't an X factor. I wouldn't sign this. If it's an X factor, I'd maybe think about it, and I'd still likely not do it. Okay, but let's break down these contracts and let's look at them. So the first thing I'm looking at, he wants $41 million per year. Right? That's what he wants. So this is the average going rate for around a 90 overalls, $40+ million. Okay, that's the average going rate. So for a 99 overall, which just remember that this is only the cutoff, they stop counting. I know that he's actually 110, 115 overall. So the higher he is, the better it is because, and that's obvious, but if he's a 99 overall, that dude could be a lot higher than 99 overall and you just don't even know it. Because they just stopped counting. So let's look at his contract. He wants $48 million per year. So I'm going to spend $7 million more for 15 to 20 overall jump. Okay, that's huge. That's a massive deal. So understand that. And there's not many 99 overalls. We're just saying if you come across this is something you should think about. Okay, the next one is franchise tag. Because if I offer him this deal here, he's going to say I'd like to play for a new team next year. And let's say I offer Jake Luton this deal here. Maybe I decrease it just slightly. Most of these guys are going to say no. So he would like to play for a new team next year as well. These guys, they need the re-sign interest. But even if they have it, that's something you see. So let's look over the franchise tag. So if I grab the franchise tag, he wants $42 million a year. Well, that might be worth it for him because that's around the going rate is $40 million once they hit 90 overall. All right, that's not too bad. So then I could look at that. But when they're a really high overall like this is where it's easy money. Okay, if I go to franchise tag him, it's $42 million a year. $42 million, which is insane. Okay, so let's break that down and what that looks like. Also, guys, make sure to subscribe to our other YouTube channel, Club Level Sports. If you guys want to help us out, we're going to be posting content on that as soon as we can. We don't know exactly when, but we're going to do it. Also, subscribing to this channel is obvious. That helps us out. And liking the video and leaving a comment down below. Tell us who your favorite quarterback is. So this contract is worth its weight in gold. You guys need to understand that. This is worth its weight in gold. Look at this. I only owe him $21 million. So I could do this every single year. Every single year. Franchise tag my best quarterback so I can get the best quarterback I can get him to the highest overall I can, and I'll franchise tag him until the dude is Gandalf. Because at any moment's notice, I say, hey, I'm in total control. I'm going to trade him away, take a $21 million hit right to the chin, and I'm going to walk away counting my money because I'm going to be laughing. That $21 million is not even going to touch what I could get for this guy. Not even close. Okay, because I could trade this. If you're a 99 overall, I could trade this guy away to anyone. You go and get a 96, 97, 95 overall quarterback who just got signed to a massive deal like Josh Allen, and then I can get Josh Allen for cheap, and then I have total control of that contract as well because I could trade him away at any moment's time because the Bills or whatever team paid off his guaranteed money because that's how it works in trading. So understand how it works. Franchise tag these guys once they get too big. Just franchise tag them and franchise tag them every single year, and instead of paying you $48 million, which you denied, I'm going to pay you $42 million, and I'm not going to let you go anywhere, and I'm going to just keep doing it every single year, and there's no way to get around it. Because the big thing people don't understand, or that they're not really thinking about, is they're looking at these guys and going, oh crap, I'm going to try to pay this guy X amount of dollars, and then, if this guy goes to the free agency and, he wants a lot of money, this guy already has 2 teams interested in him. We have no offer, but if we offer him the money, he is going to get more than likely than what he is worth. So do not even play this game right here. I'm not even going to try to sign a quarterback from the free agency with everyone else. I'm not going to do it. There's no point, because all these guys are going to go after this guy. They're going to try to sign this guy for a big, huge deal. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to go after the other guys that no one's bidding on. Okay, and I'm going to get the easy guys the first week, because the guys in the free agency that are the high overalls, there is not a huge margin of them that they all just accept the first contract. More than likely, there's quite a bit of these guys that'll be like, we'll wait till week 2, and then you could get into the bidding war after you already snagged the guys who had 0 offers. Okay, so that's something, and we'll get into that more in the future. But the biggest thing I can tell you, when you're talking the big dogs, the big supreme, the quarterbacks, I'm not playing that game, because I'm going to get played. Okay, I'm not going to win in this situation, even if I win. So just to show you guys, how to do this is very simple. What I would do is I would just drop it down. So each year, just make this atrocious. Make it to where he's not going to accept this. And if he does, it's profitable to you anyways. Here you go. Off it, he's going to test out free agency. Well, you're not. That's not going to happen. And you pay him $43 million this next year, fine, I'll take it. Because this guy's a 99 overall, and I can't, if I were to sign him for what he could be signed, I could be paying over $10 million that per year and never be able to trade him. So you're always going to try and make extra money. That $42 million that I have for that guy, right? That $42 million, I know that I saved $7 million, roughly close to that, $6 million. That $6 million is going to add up over time. That's $6 million every single year that I can gain extra. And that's going to add up. That's going to help you add that extra guy that you need. Constantly be thinking of profiting, okay? That's how you need to be a businessman in this situation. Literally business. Look at all of this as numbers and nothing less. Okay, so another opportunity you can have, let's say you have Joe Burrow coming up on a contract and you're like, I can't pay this just yet. If I franchise tag him, I could do that, but I'm going to go a different route because I see a certain avenue. The other avenue is trading for a contract, and this is so freaking big. It is massive. So I could be looking at a guy and saying, okay, I'm going to play the overall game. Well, I look at some of these guys' contracts. Okay, he has $68.9 million guaranteed, so that's going to get taken off of that if I trade for him. Okay, and it's all a numbers game. That's what this is. And you could be looking at this and going, okay, what's the best deal? $42 million for Joe Burrow, and I'm going to have, I'm going to owe him some money. Now, let's say maybe I'll grab D-Hop. I just want to see what the value is of these guys when dealing with a massive contract like this. I would try to get the best guys that I can here. And then you can see, look at how close I am. Because my overall is higher, all right, ever so slightly, because my overall is higher, I have that much more of an ability to pick these guys up. And they're all going to be free and clear of cap penalty, so I could trade them away at any moment's notice. And I'm going for high overall because I would take, I don't know if this is going to work. I doubt it is. But, all right, so it looks like I probably am not going to be able to use a guy. They need a right guard. Do I have a right guard? Should I use Alex? I don't know if I should use him. I'm just not sure just yet if I should use him. Yellow interest there. Okay, I don't see that it jumps up too much, so then Kappa, maybe I would use Kappa at this moment. I know it's declined, so then I'm going to turn around and I'll ask for I'll give him a 7th round pick. I would be shocked if this worked. I knew you were going to penny pinch me. And then from here, I would say, all right, a 61 overall halfback. That's usually around a 7th round. Okay, that didn't work. What about a 67? I can't pick up anyone from the free agency, but there you go. I kept my draft picks. And Kyler Murray it's not like Kyler Murray is that much different than Joe Burrow at this stage right now. I'm not talking real life or anything like that, but I'm talking right at this second. So that overall gap, It's only a 3-point overall gap. That's all it is. And I walked away with D-Hop. I walked away with Baker. Guys, we don't want you to feel like you're stuck in the mud and you don't know what to do. Okay, that is not what we want you to feel like, because I'm sitting here with Kyler Murray, no bonus, $38 million, $32 million, $42 million, $36 million. There's only 1 year where he came close to the franchise tag. 1 year. That was it. And then who's laughing at the end of it? Me. I'm laughing my way to the bank because I got all these guys. I could take D-Hop and I could trade him away because I got no penalty. This is what you should be doing. Don't play the game where you go and you try to mingle with all the other dudes and being like, hey, let's fight over this one guy and let me pay him $55 million a year. Let me try to set a record. Let me do that. Don't do that, because you're going to get played. Remember, play the game. Don't let the game play you. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure our viewers succeed, and they're the best in the business. It's simple. Don't just play the game, own the game.